Hey everyone, I've got a wonder jelly for you today. It's the Farsali jelly. You may have heard about this one. I've also got a cushion compact from Clinique. This is a cushion foundation. I have it on today and I just kind of discovered it by accident and I'm loving it. And I have a new product from Bite Beauty. They've had out for a while now. They're multi-stick, which is multi-useful. It's good for lips or cheeks. This one is a prismatic, glittery multi-stick, and I'll show you that in just a moment. I'm very corally today. I'm very orangey. I'm using today the Dose of Colors, and this is new, Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas. It's been out for a little while. I've just not had a chance to do a video on it. It is an all matte formula. And if you want to see how I applied this today, I will put this, I'll put a tutorial at the end of this video. Very simple palette, all mattes. You can just start at one end and just go, and it's very simple, all mattes. Very pigmented, very, very pigmented on these. Okay, this is an amazing cushion foundation. This is from Clinique. So I went into Ulta the other day and they had some Clinique on sale. Actually, my husband said, hey, they have some Clinique on clearance over here. And I'm like, they never have Clinique on clearance. I went and looked and I found this cushion foundation. This is Super City Block BB Cushion Compact. It says it is a broad spectrum SPF 50. Wow. And the number I've got, of course, is 01 Fair, and it says VFN, which means very fair neutral. When I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this. It's on clearance, and it's a very fair neutral. Whoever sees that. So I grabbed it, and I think the color match is fantastic, and I love the formula on this. Whoever knew about this product being so wonderful? I don't even really call it a BB cream because it looks like just a regular foundation to me. It is of course very dewy, but a lot of times BB creams can come out like a thinner coverage. This is a full coverage BB cream. It's amazing. Let me show you on the back of my hand. Here's what the color looks like in the pan. You can already tell that is going to be my color right there just by looking at it in the cushion. I did put this on today with my dampened beauty blender type sponge. Here's the color on my finger. Let me put this on the back of my hand. This is a beautiful coverage foundation. I'm just amazed by it. I'll show you in a second how it went on my face. But full coverage. Now when you first put it on, it looks very greasy. I would not say this is probably for oily skin, but because when you first put it on, it looks quite shiny, and I do have to powder it to make it, to knock the shine off of it. It is very shiny. I think that's the moisture in it, the BB cream-ness of it is giving it that sort of shine. But then once you've set it, it looks, I think, absolutely beautiful. Nice coverage. It's covering all of my discoloring without looking heavy or cakey, and definitely not matte. So I'm loving this one. Found it totally by accident. It was a few dollars off. I think it was like $8 off the full price. So I'm thrilled with that. I may have to go to some other Ultas and see if I can get a backup on that one. I like it so much. Bite Beauty now has a prismatic multi-stick. So previously they had just the multi-stick. Let me show you one of those. Here's the color called Papaya. This is just the multi-stick. I had a cashew, I think I have a caramel colored one. This is just a bigger kind of version of their lipstick, and it is formulated to go on your cheek as a cream product or on your lip as a lipstick. High pigmentation on these. However, they have all been up to now just a cream look, not a glittery or prismatic look. We have prismatic now. This color I have is called Oyster Pearl. I love Oyster Pearl. I have the Oyster Pearl Gloss from Bite Beauty. It is just an unusual lavender gray with lots of glitter in it, and that's why I like it so much. I think it is an unusual color. So I wore this recently on my eyes just by itself. I put primer on and then I swiped this on my eyes, just sort of dotted it around and wore it throughout the day. It creased really badly because this is such a creamy, sort of oily formula. It's not really even creamy. It's just very oily kind of. it did crease like crazy and it disappeared throughout the day. And when you shear it out, you're left behind with a lot of glitter. And the glitter is very glittery. On the eye, that glitter is just like glittery, and it kind of was even falling out on me. If you can believe it, it doesn't look that bad on the back of my hand, but it was kind of fallouty. So this is kind of messy for me. I did put it on, I have worn it on my lips before, and when I put it on my lips, it is very chunky. Like you can see the chunks of glitter, you can see chunks of the product. This one is not really working out for me, but my gosh, it is beautiful. I don't see myself wearing that on my cheek. It is way too glittery. I've noticed in the comments y'all have been asking for more eye tutorials on my shadows, and I'm going to start doing more of those. I'm going to try to include pretty much one in most of my videos, some kind of tutorial on how I did my eyes that day. I will get around to doing a tutorial on the Comfort Zone eyeshadows from Wet n Wild. I know someone asked for that, and that palette is so beautiful, and I think the way that turned out that day is so gorgeous. I'm going to have to do definitely a tutorial just on that. So this is the Wonder Jelly from Farsali. This is called Jelly Beam. It is an illuminator, and the color is called Glazed. This is a goopy sort of product that comes in an absolutely beautiful little jar. Very nice for your vanity. And it is just phenomenal to me because this jelly is a jelly and it's meant to highlight your face, but it does not pull off and lift your foundation and your other products when you tap it on. Amazing. This is what it looks like. It's kind of a neutrally or rosy gold. You can see how liquidy it is. Do not drop this on the floor. That would be the end of it. It is so liquidy, it's just going to plop right on out of there. So let me show you how pretty this is. I do have this on today. It's phenomenal to me. There are very few cream liquid type products that are highlighters that you can put on top of foundation and blush, etc., and not have it lift off. This is one of those. There's really only one other one I can think of, and that is the L'Oreal Lumi drops that they have now. Fantastic those are. Let me show you. This is an intensely metallic. It is not a clear gel with a little bit of shimmer thrown in there. It is through and through opaque highlighter. Amazing. So I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. So as you're putting this on, it starts out very slippery, very wet and cold feeling, and then it starts to kind of set and become more like a powder. Now the way I applied this today was I put it on with my fingers, and as I've been wearing it throughout this week, I've been patting it into place with my fingers and being careful not to move this way at all, but pat just straight up and down with my fingers. Now it is setting up on the back of my hand. It feels more like a makeup, and now it feels like a very moisturized sort of powder. It's amazing. Not really moving, not going anywhere. Look at the flash on it. I love the color of it. It is not a brilliant bright gold, a yellow gold. It is not pinky rose. It is just a straight, gorgeous, a little bit of a rose gold champagne. I have put 2 layers on here. Let me show you how I put that on. Put on 2 layers. First layer, just tapping into place with my finger and being careful not to spread it, basically, but just to tap. But you don't have to be too careful because this product is quite forgiving in that it just is not going to lift your foundation. I did not have any powder on. I just had foundation on and blush and contour. It doesn't lift. It does not lift that stuff, and I'm shocked because it is such a jelly consistency. So then I tapped a little bit more right in the middle of my cheekbone there, and it just took it. It's there's no problem there. Spread it around. It gives you plenty of time before it sets up to spread it around and get it into place and blend it out. So pretty. Wasn't expecting that. I thought, oh, it's going to be another one of those cream products that's going to suck up my foundation and I'm going to hate it. But this one from Farsali doesn't have a smell. Kind of figured it would have some kind of a smell, but just has sort of a light makeup-y smell. I kind of thought it would be scented, but it is not, and I love this. Make sure to screw that cap on. Not really sure I got the cap on all the way. Make sure to screw that cap on and so that it does not dry out, but such a cool product. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. I have on order from Natasha Denona all 3 of her duochrome crystalline eye toppers. Those are in individual pots. I'm so excited about that. It's gonna be so pretty. So those are on the way, and here is how I did my eyes today. Okay, I have you guys zoomed in so far so you can't see just how horrible I actually look right now. I'm gonna go into this first color, the very first color on this palette, for a transition shade to build my crease. Wow, it's hot pink. Wow. Let's see how this does. It's very soft. Got a little low here, but that's all right. We'll cover that up. You kind of have to be careful when you're applying. You may have to go back and blend, blend, blend. Well, we know we're gonna have to do that anyway, right? Going in with this middle color into my actual crease. And I'm using a Real Techniques brush that is actually a blending brush, technically number 203, but I like the way that edge is right there for inner crease work. Just kind of slides right into that inner crease area and is fluffy at the same time. These are soft. There's a lot of kickback, a lot of fallout kickback going on. There's not a highlighter color in here, so I may have to find something else to go under my brow bone. Let's build in some of this next to last color in the crease because I really want the crease to show a little more than it is. That's better. That's getting there. Now I want to go back to that first color and make sure, just blend that edge a little bit right through here, just a little bit of it. Doesn't take much on these colors are like bright. Okay, lid color is going to be the second one from the end, the intensely coral one. This is a little It Cosmetics travel kind of brush. I am going to put this rusty brown in the outer corner with sort of a flattish brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk. And sort of blending the edges of that color with the end. All right, the final color on here, this dark brown, outer corner. And that's kind of what you can do with this palette.